Hi there, it's Saturday the 11th of September 2021. It's my wedding anniversary today, so you can wish us happy anniversary. This is our new month looking at mission on our doorstep and the call that God has given to every Christian to be a missionary, to reach out and tell other people about Jesus and show the love of God. And in particular this week we've been thinking about community capacity, the potential that lies in every community of people to be so much more, and for God's kingdom which is within us as Christians to be brought out and to be shared, so that we enable communities and people to reach their full capacity and potential. We have the capacity within us Christians to build communities. We can do that just as Jesus did. We have the capacity for compassion upon people. We have the capacity for confronting injustice when we see that in communities. We have the capacity for including outcasts, those that are on the margins. And lastly, we have the capacity as Christians to live righteously. And that's so important for any community of people, to have people within it who are living righteously and being the light for others to follow. John chapter 19 verse 4 and 5, when Jesus was on his trial heading towards his crucifixion, it says this: "Once more Pilate, the governor, came out and said to the Jews, 'Look, I am bringing Jesus out to you to let you know that I find no basis for a charge against him.' And when Jesus came out wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, Pilate said to them, 'Here is the man.' But as soon as the chief priests and their officials saw him, they shouted, 'Crucify, crucify.' But Pilate answered, 'You take him and crucify him. As for me, I find no basis for a charge against him.'" You see, Pilate could not find anything sinful in Jesus. He couldn't find anything that Jesus had done wrong, not one thing. And I can tell you he was really looking, because he did not want to have the problem of having a man who was innocent. He would far rather that he had a man who was guilty, and then he could crucify him, and that gets him out his hair, that silences the Jews and all the rabble, and it moves the problem away from him. So he wanted to find fault with Jesus, but he couldn't. He could find nothing in Jesus, because Jesus was completely righteous and completely pure. You know, as Christians, none of us are completely righteous or pure, but we certainly aim to be. We have God's kingdom within us. We have God's Spirit within us. He enables us to live a far more righteous life than we otherwise could live. And if we as Christians will live righteously, then we will bring light into our communities, into our circles. We will bring goodness. We will bring an example to others of how you can treat people well, how you can forgive people, how you can love people, how you can include those that are on the outside, etc., etc. And every community needs that righteousness. I know people today sometimes think there are no morals or no absolutes of right and wrong, but you know, deep down every person knows that. We all have consciences, even those that have been marred and battered with sin. Even the most sinful person, deep down they still have a conscience that can speak to them and say, this is right, this is wrong. And righteousness is what exalts a nation and exalts communities. And as Christians, we have the capacity for bringing righteousness into our communities. God bless you. Speak to you again soon.